we're going to be doing watercolor painting again. Also, I'm the president of Artist Barbara Sue Fine Art Studio, and we're going to be doing watercolor painting, anything that you would like to paint. I just had a client in, and this guy was incredible. He had Parkinson's disease, and he still was able to paint the whole field of Yankee Stadium in one lesson. I was so impressed, and it wasn't easy for him, so God bless him. But he said he loves sports and football, and he says that they played football on Yankee Stadium, and he said that's what he wanted to do. So he did it. He did it great, and it had so many colors. Forgive me, I have allergies. It had so many colors. I never realized. I'm looking at Jeter and all the great players, and I went last time. I wasn't looking at the stadium, but it had so many colors, and he knew. He says it's very colorful, and it was. And it wasn't easy. He had to learn to mix all those colors: gray, turquoise, light green for the grass. And he did it all. He did the whole thing. And it was so funny when his wife came in. He says what he wanted to do, and she says, no, just some flowers or fruit, wax fruit. She says, don't do that. It's too hard. So I says, well, I said the same thing, but he assured me. He says he loves Yankee Stadium, and that he'll do it. And so I said, okay, try. And it was hard. It was hard to do all the circles, and one part looks like film right within the middle. And that's where the yard lines are. And he had to do the whole diamond. He did it. And it was just like a dozen different colors. God bless him. He mixed every one. He did it. So do a line drawing. That's what he did first. And then don't fill in all the things of your painting. Like if you're doing wax fruit, just draw around the lemon. Don't put every line in. Okay? So let's begin. I have my painting of my puppy. That's Platinos. And he loves to be my iris plants. He loves playing with the soccer ball. That's what he's on top of. And you do what you love, because that's what I. A little bit of water, and use a good amount of paint, and do gentle brush strokes. Just gentle like this.
So if you eat a lot of, if you eat a lot of garlic, right? Like a lot of garlic. You think? Oh.
You need to layer at least a few layers, if not more.
Nah, I don't think you should do it over the furnace though. That's for sure. That's stupid. That's fine.
To accept, press OK. I sent the caller's voicemail. Goodbye.
Sorry.
What? I'm already started cooking. Oh my God, you're so indecisive. Yes, you did. You said you were gonna go, and that's why I started cooking. I didn't cook everything. All right, we'll go. I'm so hungry. Shit. I'm dying.
There's bread. You can take a peanut butter sandwich with banana. I had a client just now, so I couldn't start cooking yet. And I always tell my clients, know what subject you're painting before you come here to our studio, so we save time. Well, I told his wife, and then she forgot, and she never mentioned. And when she came, she says that she admitted she made a mistake. So I wasted time with him, trying to figure out what subject. And I asked him, what he liked, and it was hard. But he, I said, maybe you like something to watch on TV, and that's when he thought of the games. Sorry, my allergies are so bad because the weather had changed from warm to hot again, and then cold again. Oh, gosh. I am not waging well. I have asthma and hay fever. Excuse me.
I think your mom's scared too.
I can sneeze once with my client. That's really funny. All of a sudden, I'm sneezing.
Where you at? You here? All right, come right now, please.
That's your brother. I'm taping. I'm taping. Don't talk. Don't talk. I'm taping. I'm taping. I cannot talk now. David, will you tell him to not talk to me? I said hello. That's all. And not to talk. That was Richie, my son's friend, who's helping us with the contracting in our house.
Oh!
Yeah. Like a perfect height to like inch.
He should have been a lawyer. He takes no for an answer. I tell him not to talk, other than I just greeted him and try to help him with what he wanted to eat. He said he's hungry. And that was it. They're just that I and he convinces him to go. Run again. Poor guy. We shouldn't be running. Freezing weather. He's exhausted. I mean, literally had to stay up all night. I think maybe he rested, maybe an hour or something. That was it. So that's crazy for him to run out to. Wanted to go to a store to get. That's. I mean, it's great. I mean, you know, we have it. We have just a steamer basket, but this is like a real steamer. And you could cook full dinners in it. You don't have anything like that. Make meat in it. It's a big professional steamer. Like seafood in it, poultry in it. And it was on sale. Good thing. He saw it online at Walmart. Very, very reasonable. But still, you know, he's up all night. Shouldn't be running to get it. Take care of himself. He has allergies too. He wasn't doing too good, like I'm not doing so good. All right. I got the green. I did the second layer on the green. And I did everything else. Everything is 2 layers. So now I'm going to continue. Oh, not again. Excuse me. Hello, Bar speaking. Yes. Yes, he left his glasses on the table. I'm not the one that picked him up off the chair. The nice lady that was accompanying him did that, and so yeah, I'm gonna be here. Well, I'm here 9 to 5. You can give me a call first, and this way, give me heads up because sometimes I'm busy with the puppy, and if I take a walk, there's no sense in you coming if I'm not here. And he did the whole field. Believe that is how it looked. If you Google Yankee Stadium, you'll see that's the colors, and he mixed every color himself. He had to do turquoise. It's light green. He had to, mix all these colors, and this was not easy because mixing is the hardest part, but he did everything. It does. It increases your brain capacity doing art, fine art, and in addition, not only that, it helps physically. So it's going to accomplish more than the doctors can do. Trust me, this will definitely. Yeah, sure. Well, no, 8 times and 12, so 8 prepaid lessons. So you'd have to bring a check for the remainder. You could take off the 24. So it's 12 times 8. So then take off and deduct 24 because you, yes. Oh, he could do it anytime he wants. This is a lifetime thing. When you pay me for this, he could do it anytime. It never goes away. Never goes away. The only thing that goes away is when I do my fundraiser once a year. I give a free lesson, and I only give them a year to use it because I have to sell the tickets again next year. So, and I do that Shop for a Cause once a year. It's only $5, and then you can get another lesson. How do you like that? I know. And you even get a little free gift. All right. Well, you take care, and all right. Just give me a call to be sure that I'm not walking around the neighborhood. I don't want to miss you. So just give me a call. All right. Bye. That was the client. And so she was happy. She was happy her husband has Parkinson's disease, and that he could paint and that he really enjoyed it. And he's going to come back. He's going to do the 8 prepaid lessons, which are only $12 an hour. It's a bargain. So 973-736-1637. I can teach anyone, any age, any disability. There is no disability for art. Anybody can paint art and do it. If there's something you can't do, we work around it. I can work with sponges if someone can't really paint, but he could paint. This guy could paint. He did the whole Yankee Stadium. Unbelievable. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. That was fun. That was really fun. That made my day. Made my Platinos. He loves, he loved playing with Platinos. I thought maybe Platinos was bothering him because he kept jumping up a little, but no, he liked it. He didn't mind. He didn't mind. He's a dog lover. He really loves dogs. He says, "I'll take the dog home." I said, no. But I said, I think he wants to go with you. He really likes him. And he listened to him too. I was so happy. I was so happy that he listened to him. because, puppies, they don't always listen. But he did. He listened. He told him to sit down, and he sat right down for him. I said, he's treating you like you're his daddy. He's listening to you. Very nice. Platinos, are you eating your food? Where are you? Baby? Put his food in the kitchen. He was so tired after he played with him. He was playing while he had his lesson in between, and the poor thing is exhausted. He ran around. He was getting excited. He had a good time. We all did. It just brings so much love. And speaking of which, if you find it in your heart that you could have a pet, go to your local shelter and adopt a pet. Because there's so many wonderful pets, and the poor pets, they're going to be put to sleep if you don't get them. And it's a sad thing, very sad. Very sad if you don't get a pet. And then they put them to sleep. Oh, I don't even want to think about it. But mine was an island puppy. It wasn't a pet from a shelter. But still. It's so sad. So sad. What goes on with these the puppies in the islands? They don't have shelters, and no one's taking care of them. They're starving. They're begging. It's awful. Well, I'm thankful that I was able to rescue this puppy from a terrible life of not having anyone to feed him, take care of him. Little puppy like that. He was only 2 months when I got him. And he would have literally starved to death. Well, in the restaurants, if they didn't give food to him, I mean, it's just a miracle that he kept getting food. But after a while, when he got bigger, maybe he wouldn't. Maybe he would get food. Who knows what would happen? It's a scary thought. I don't even want to think about it. But I'm lucky. I'm lucky I got this puppy. And I really don't understand how they don't have shelters. I mean, even though it's a poor, parts of it's poor, but it's terrible. If these puppies could just, this is Dominican Republic, how it could be, I just don't understand. Some country people and some of the kids my son said not where the hotels were, but the surrounding area, they didn't even have clothes. They're running naked there. Gosh, it's horrible. So it's pets and people that need help there. I don't understand this. So more countries have to help the United States. Other countries in the world, we have to help them. Nobody should have that child, no clothes. The pets, no shelter whatsoever. Other than the restaurants, the outside they had like structure. So if he was lucky, he had good weather all the time, but it's a bad storm. The poor puppies out there. I don't even want to think about it. It is so bad that could happen. These poor pets. So, what do you get from a shelter? If you go to the Dominican Republic, and it was only $700 the entire vacation, airfare, food, free entertainment, unbelievable. Hotel, everything was covered for $700. So that's for a whole week. Could be more reasonable. And he got the puppy for free. The only thing he had to pay was the airfare and just the shots. So flying a pet is always expensive. That was an actual cage for the pet, so it would get harmed. The shots, they even gave the leash. Excuse me. So, and a passport. They gave my puppy a passport. Is that cute or what? So he officially has his passport. I think that's so cute. It looks like a real passport. And I can't get over that. What goes on? These countries, they not to have any shelter for these pets, and not to have provide the people are that poor that they can't even have clothes. Ugh. No children. It wasn't by the hotels, but it was, the outskirts. And he heard about it. He didn't see it, but it's terrible. Nobody should have that. No child. No pet should be like that. No they take it. The diseases from them overcrowded in malls and everything. They're overcrowded. So think before you buy a pet, when you can get one free, a shelter. saving their life. They truly need to save their life. And I can't even get over why a country like, I mean, they've got such beautiful resorts. Why is it that there's such poverty near it, around it? I mean, it's not right there, but it just seems like they should spend a little less on the resorts. I mean, they really were lavish. They had like Sultan tents and we could sunbathe and outdoor cafes. No, it's some hotel. It looks like a palace for a sultan. Well, I'm praying for these pets and the people, more importantly, too. Children, they should not be going through that. Well, I just pray for the Dominican Republic. It's a great vacation, but it's just so sad. My son said what was going on there. Couldn't ask for more of it than a vacation. Wow. And the price is right. I just hope that they do so much trade, with their travel that it builds up the country again. I just hope so. I hope and pray for Dominican Republic people. I hope these hotels thrive so much and they'll donate to the poor people that are there. I hope they find it in their hearts. Well, I say a prayer for everybody in the world. There should be peace. A good spirit. I pray for everybody. It's the third layer I did for the puppy. I have to do a lot more. But I pray for everybody. And God heals 100%. I just do the prayer. Again. I hope you saw the painting because I don't know, the camera goes off and on. But I pray for everybody in the world equally. I care. And nobody should have bad weather. What's going on? There's such different things. Earthquakes. It's terrible. even in California near us, there was earthquakes and fires, and I just pray for everybody. And God, like I said, heals 100%. So if you need the prayer now, say it. You need it later, say it. Everybody visits my website. You can even get 2 more prayers. You visit my most recent website blog. It's ParentalWorldKnowledge.com. And so if you visit that, the latest blog, you will get 2 more miraculous healing prayers. So I have a little more time. And I just want to make sure when you're painting, you can move around your painting so that if it's something wet, you could move it. You don't have to lean on that part. Just keep turning it. West Orange, New Jersey, the weather was pretty good today. A little cold, but it was pretty good. So everybody wants to come to our studio. The lesson is free to be on the air, but you have to be 18 or more. Give us a call, 973-736-1637. You want 5 to 6 approximately. Today, I'm sorry it took longer because I don't know. I had to clear with some security problem. I had to clear that. I had my client late this afternoon, so to benefit. It's been proven medically. And plus, my puppy is darn nice. He loved the puppy. He loved the puppy so. Platinos, he loves them. It's another selling point if you like puppies. This one is so playful, friendly. He just wants to play. Just wants to get to know you and play. Honey, did you eat? Platinos? Honey, go eat your food. And cookies are there too. He was so good when they were here. He really was pretty good. Because we're painting. He wasn't getting the attention like he wanted to. Too. It goes to show you that anybody who have a love for painting, you can learn. You have to stop having a hang up. If a teacher told you you can't paint, ignore it. I had so many people say they couldn't paint, and then I taught them. Why did these teachers, they just have no patience? they shouldn't be teachers. They should teach people the proper way and give them encouragement and inspiration. Because nobody started off, even the masters, they didn't start off perfect. And it's interesting too. Some of the masters, like Van Gogh, I mean, didn't even have confidence. He really was great with his work, but at that time he didn't realize it, and he goes and cuts his ear off. So, I mean, the mental illness, you just can't worry about being perfect. And I'll tell you, I wouldn't want a perfect picture. Then, might as well take a photograph. That's how I look at it. My mom said, don't worry about being perfect, just enjoy. And that's what I did. You're going to keep thinking. Positive thoughts. You can do whatever you want to do. You can't hate. Anybody can learn. I haven't found a person I couldn't teach. So, if I haven't found a person I couldn't teach, that's telling you I can teach anybody. Even a teenager who was 13, he says, oh, you're never going to teach me. I want to go home to his mom. She already paid for the lesson because I did a shop for a cause. I mean, that's done with. I mean, I'm not going to return the money. It's a fundraiser. So I said, you can do it. I said, just think of what you like. And he did. He thought of Medea. He skirt. I've said this before on an earlier show. So we were all laughing our heads off. This thunder thighs Medea is in a miniskirt. That was hysterical. So then he did correct that. He made the skirt longer. But he painted the whole picture, saying he couldn't do it, but he did it. You just have to ask what they like. What's your favorite hobby, or what movie you like, or Well, with what you like, I haven't found a person who couldn't. Once you really love something, you will do it. Who would think someone with Parkinson's disease could paint the entire Yankee Stadium? And he did in one lesson. I didn't think he'd get done. I even said, look, don't worry if you don't get the whole thing done in one lesson. But he did. Of course, he did only one layer, but, that's terrific. The whole thing was done. Okay. Somebody called me. I just was seeing who it was. If there's anybody from my clients from Google Hangouts. A lot of people contacting you. Gosh. None of my clients is going to do any shout outs, for people. And I'll tell you, I have a friend who I think his cooking is just excellent. If anybody has any cooking positions. Chef, he could, run an entire restaurant. He's outside of the country right now, but he wants to even come to the United States. He cooks everything. And they look delicious. I see on Facebook. Irish self soup. Excuse me. His name is Malik. So he's on Facebook. And he has all his original recipes. Beautiful, beautiful recipes. And the pictures say it all. See how gorgeous. The food looks so tasty. Oh, excuse me. I was up very early, 6 o'clock this morning, took my puppy out all day long. And it's so hard because it's an island puppy. It's not totally trained. Most of the time he's great, but there's times he gets scared of the weather. He was used to island weather, perfect weather. He didn't have real cold weather and bad storms at all. The 2 months he lived there. So he's scared to death, and sometimes he doesn't want to go out, and then he reverts back to what he did before. Once in a while having an accident. But he didn't do very much of that, but he just reverts back. It's unbelievable. Outside out, you didn't have to worry about making out. To make outside, and he was outside there. But to be inside, it was a difference. He wasn't used to being inside. So he's getting a little confused, but mostly he's a great puppy. He waits to go to the bathroom. I can't believe it. As much as 9 hours in the morning. He didn't make anything on my bed. He was laying on my bed, the foot of my bed. Little doll he was. He is a little doll. The doll in my life. And you know, he even helps me. Like when I'm closing the door, he pushes the door with me. He knows that I have been injured, and he will push the door closed. I just think this dog is so caring most of the time. But he is a very active puppy. And I didn't pick him out, my son did. It's a little hard for me. And, you know, I just admitted that I have, you know, a disability, and it's hard. I was injured and at work, and it's hard for me. So I just hope and pray that I have God give me the strength that I can take care of him, because he, you know, he pulls me when I'm walking, and it's a little too hard for me at times. I just pray that I can have strength. He's getting bigger now. I would have gotten a trained German Shepherd, not a black Labrador, because they're very active and they don't start calming down until about a year. So give me strength for that year. I just hope. Got 6 more months to go. Oh my gosh. So far I've been pulled down the steps. Thank God I didn't hurt any more than just my knee. But it's serious because I had a very serious injury prior to that. So my knee was fine before that. Not fine now. Oh. Oh, excuse me. Hope everybody enjoyed Halloween. I had such a great time with the kids coming. That was wonderful. We didn't have that many, but it just was wonderful, the ones that did come. And then my son had some friends over, so, you know, it was nice. Very nice. Okay. My little baby's getting there. I love the little nose there. Well, I pray that everybody has a wonderful day or night, depending on where you are in the world. And, oh, excuse me. Labar speaking. Oh, speaking of life insurance, they were just mentioning, I would definitely get Prudential because recently, and they even gave an educational fund because they knew that I was doing nonprofit organization, and I also do a blog, which is totally free, ParentalWorldKnowledge.com. And I even have a college fund on there. So they gave a little extra. I couldn't believe that, but they wanted to help me, knowing that my site is free, and I have to pay for this all out of my pocket. There's no profit. I wish there was, but I don't put any paid advertisements on it. So the only thing is my product, which is the paintings, which hopefully they will sell, and hopefully people will donate. Could be a sponsor for our reality show. I don't even care if it's $1, but anybody could sponsor our reality show. So hopefully people will start, giving some donations, and that's it. But like I said, we're at 11 Cornell Street in West Orange, because that's where our organization is, in West Orange. And anybody could send any checks for our Parental World Knowledge. Make it out to that. And if you'd rather, do for our nonprofit, Artist Barbara Sue, Fine Art Studio. But I just can't believe nobody has donated at all. We even have T-shirts that are for sale, and you can see it on social media, Facebook. Well, I just hope that somebody, and it's free delivery, so you can't beat that. It has Parental World Knowledge right on the shirt, and then we give 50% to Epilepsy Foundation of New Jersey. So we've been giving for years to them. So I hope that some people will, give, even if it's $1, it's fine, because we're trying to teach art to as many people in the world as we can. People come visiting from another country, and the scholarship is for everyone in the world. So all the only criteria, they have to have a reason they're going to college. They just have to write a short essay why they're going to college, what they intend on doing after. And if you're just planning on taking courses so that you can just have fun, that's not criteria for getting a scholarship. But if you have criteria that you want to be a lawyer or a doctor or whatever it is, a benefit to society. For the college fund, you could just work that. That's for the college fund. If you want to just give to our organization, make sure that you put whatever it is. It would be a check out to Artist Barbara Sue, Fine Art Studio, Parental World Knowledge, if you want to, have it to that, just for keeping our site free, and 50% will go to the college fund. But if you'd rather just, say that you want it just to go to the college fund, you can put a note that this is only for the college fund. All right. Well, I thank everybody again, and have a great night. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.